Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Agency with me, Alfapiomega. Now last time we orbited Mun. What an achievement that is. And today we are going to land on the Mun. I have designed a couple of ships last time, right after I orbited Mun, and I wanted to show them off, but then I had to leave, and now it's a couple of days after that, so hopefully I will still remember what I intended to do with them. The matter of fact is I was designing them on the go, so there might be some things that I forgot to mention because, as I said, there are a couple of days in between these recordings. So hopefully if I forget something, you guys will remind me and I can then add some notices or notes on the video. So let's see what I come up with. It ain't pretty. So first of all, I designed a command module Mark III to represent the latest technologies we have. We have some lights on it, we have a ladder on it, and we have parachutes on it. We also have a special extra battery up top. I think I enlarged the fuel tank, but I'm not entirely sure. Let me check the older one. Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay, it's just a feeling. And also I added some thermometers on this thing. So what I wanted to test now was whether or not this thing can fly on its own. So let's take this baby to the launch pad and see if we can get some. Okay, let's put in a Jebediah. He, we owe him a favor for orbiting the Mun. So first of all, I want to test whether or not it is possible to climb the ladder, and then I want to test whether or not this thing is capable of lifting itself. Oh, I think I also added a new antenna. Can I extend it? Yes, I can. Yes, this one looks wicked cool. I saw it in some other Let's Plays and I wanted to have this thing on. Let's retract this thing. Over here, let's test the thermometer. Let's log the temperature. Temperature readings are quite literally nominal. Okay, now, Jebediah, get on an EVA. Oh no! What the hell happened? He fell out. How did you fall out, little guy? Can we maybe get you there? If I added a bit of a boost. Okay, no. And okay, well, we'll have to. We can plant a flag here. Well, ain't that beautiful? Okay, we'll have to test that again because that was kind of a bummer. So Jebediah Kerbin is available for the next mission now. Let's recover the command module. Okay. And let's try it again. What the hell was that all about? I think there might be a problem with the ladder then. But I'm not entirely sure what the problem is. Okay, so now it worked out. And yes, awesome, he can climb up and down on the ladder. So hopefully this thing won't happen when we're in space. So now let's just try to go up a bit and see if we can do that. Yes. Ah! Okay, well, we can go up and we don't even have the maximum throttle. So cool. That's all I wanted to know. Okay. So we have recovered this vessel, we get some phones and everything. Now, second thing I designed was an upgrade to the mobile laboratory, which is based on the latest edition of the command module Mark III. It's basically an upgraded version of the laboratory Mark I, with the top upgraded, and I think that's the only difference. There might be a difference here. I'm not sure if the mobile laboratory Mark I had this kind of engines. Nope, it didn't, so I upgraded it completely. Okay, I'm not going to spend a whole time on the mobile laboratory Mark II because it's worthless. Why? Well, when I designed the Mun Lander Mk, I had to redo the entire thing because I made a plan and I found out that the mobile laboratory as I designed it is completely useless in that plan. How and why will be explained now. So this is my first rocket in years using the asparagus system. We have the central strong rocket here with 6 large boosters that should carry this thing up. Hopefully, when we're up, we'll be able to get into orbit just using these boosters. If not, well then this basic stage will take care of orbit. Now this thing here, this entire thing, should get into orbit of Mun. And when it does, we should be able to go down and collect scientific data from these thingies, which will allow us to get some additional readings from the orbit of Mun, whether high or lower. I might probably transmit those to well, I will transmit from high orbit and then collect data from the lower orbit. Maybe, who knows? We'll see. This thing then will land on the Mun. Now you can understand that I need this mobile laboratory on the lander directly, which is not the case with the mobile laboratory, so that we can get some data from the surface of the Mun. I hope that this thing will be able to lift itself up from Mun. It should, if I remember correctly, but there might be some unforeseen consequences. We shall see. We shall see. Hopefully there won't be. If there will be, I will probably keep it on the surface and we'll try to rescue it somehow. Not entirely sure how we're going to do that, but you know, it's always a possibility. Oh god, I'm so afraid. Okay then, here we have the stairs, which are now completely useless. I'm thinking that I forgot to change these. So let's get rid of them. Why am I getting rid of them? Well, because the mobile laboratory is turned this way and this little command pod is right above it. So if we went down across it, we wouldn't be... Actually, on the other hand, I don't think that would be a problem because we would carry this one home anyway. Interesting. So let's do a small test with this one. I'm going to put these on it. And we're going to put this on the launch pad and see whether or not it is possible for our crewmen to climb this thing. And if it's possible to record data while there's this thing on it, or what will that do? Anyways, this is a prepared Mun Lander, so this one should be the thing that we use. I haven't noticed this. Interesting. Well, you know, it's a couple of days. Maybe I had some other ideas then. The only thing I'm kinda sad about is that we're going to lose these goo pods and we won't take them to the surface of Mun. For that very fact, I might add additional goo canisters up there. What's that? Drag and mass. Actually kind of good, so if I add it to here... That's not 2, that's not 2 at all. Maybe I'd rather should put only 1. Although I would like to get 2 of these on the surface, so let's put 2. We'll log these from high and lower orbit. Okay, so let's save this and let's put it on the launch pad and see if we are able to get this thing flying. Okay, Mun Lander, and let's just take Bob for the test. It's not actually going to be a flight, I just want to see if we can log in the data. And okay, if I keep data, if I EVA you, can you climb across it? Yes, you can. And you can even collect the data. Okay, so this is fine. Then it works as it was intended. And I can consider actually flying this. And we got some science. Awesome. Now I wonder, how much do we need to get some other technologies in this? I would kind of like to have a rocketry that's 90. Okay, 90 is the minimum. One thing that I wanted to do is that you guys told me about. One thing that I wanted to do is related to the things you guys told me about. That's what Alpha wanted to say. And that is get the aerodynamics and to launch a jet towards some other areas on Kerbin. I would like to visit the desert. I would like to see that launch. Well, it's not a launch pad, it's a landing strip that we witnessed and that you guys told me about last time when we were in orbit. And for that I would need this guy. No, wait, that's advanced construction. I would need aerodynamics and I would need landing. Heavy rocketry though would be really good as well. This one has a basic jet engine, fuselage, tail connector. Yeah, we'll need these two, and then we can play with stuff. Barometer, mobility enhancer. What the hell is that? Load 0.5 recommended load 0.5 Kerbals. Okay, and then we'll see. So we're looking at some 270 science minimum. I wonder if that's even possible to get. So anyways, I'll make myself some tea and then we will fly to Mun and land on it or crash on it. It depends on how this mission will go. So here we are on the launch pad with Alfred, who has been chosen to fly this rocket for us. Now, before we go, I wanted to just say a couple of words about the asparagus system. I know most of you are way more experienced than I am, but some of you may not be, so let's look into this in a few sentences. What the asparagus system is basically fueling more engines than one with a one liquid fuel booster. You see these external fuel pipes? What they do is that they drain this liquid fuel booster and fill this one and this one and this main engine. The same goes for this one, and the main engine. Actually, they use this one to fuel this one, and the main engine. Once these original ones, the two original ones, are drained out, we will decouple them and still have 4 completely full fuel boosters and the main engine. Then we will decouple 2 more and have 2 full with the main engine. So basically you are using the original fuel booster to refill the other ones while having everyone ignited. If you don't understand what I mean, you will see it in a second. Also, a word of notice, I am using the distant objects mod now, so you guys might see a bit of a difference in the graphics. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, let's turn on the SAS immediately. I forgot to do it before we launched. And we seem to be gaining speed, so let me throttle it up a bit more. I'm afraid to throttle it up all the way to the maximum, because that might cause this thing to wobble too much, and SAS being incapable of countering that. You see that these liquid fuel boosters are being drained first. The other ones are displayed for some reason wrong, I don't know why, but only these two should be being emptied. We shall see about that. So now we'll decouple the first two. Oh, fuck! Okay, a problem with the plan. I put the decoupling stages or decouplers way too low. My bad. But we seem to be fine, still going up. Okay. Anyways, you see what I meant? These are now completely full and we still can go up. Some of you have asked me why I'm not doing the gravity turn or gravity burn as it is referred to. I'm not doing it because I have the Ferram Aerospace Research Mod, which remodels the drag, and if we tilted this thing now, it would spin out of control, break and fall back down. So we actually need to be way more careful. I'm going to, once we leave the atmosphere, and well, we don't have to leave it completely, but once we are at least a bit further high up. We seem to be doing fine on fuel though. We still have two completely full ones plus the main tank. Okay, these decoupled okay. And we're at 44 kilometers with apoapsis at 92. Once it reaches 100 kilometers, I'm going to cut the engines. Okay, right about now. And okay, let's do a little tilting thingy here. And go towards the direction in which we want to burn. The orbital speed is slowing down fast, but we don't really care. And now let's burn. We should do what it's actually already doing, and that is move our apoapsis in front of us. Another really cool looking rocket. I like it. Oh, now it occurred to me that I might have logged the thermometer while we were ascending. Well, we can do it during the ascent. Okay, let's cut the engines here to save some fuel and do a burn closer to our apoapsis. This actually looks kind of cool. Nice orbit between 89 kilometers and 106. Burn time 1 minute 2 seconds. Come on again, you can't be serious. Well, maybe you are. Let's not risk it and start. See, the game for once wasn't lying. But this should have saved us a bit of fuel. It should. So, here we are in orbit, and I actually got a pretty sweet maneuver planned out that should put us to a periapsis of 116 kilometers over Mun, and we'll approach the node in 2 minutes 22 seconds, so that was really cool. We're down to the main engine now because we used the boosters to acquire orbit, But I don't really care, because this stage is what should take us to the Mun and orbit of the Mun. So let's speed this up a bit. And see if we can do this properly. Okay, I'm burning a bit late, but things should work out fine. I think I'm getting better at planning these maneuvers. What do you think, Jebediah? Am I getting better? Can we get some scientific data here? 0.5 science. No, that's hardly worth it. Materials bay. 5.5 science. Okay, nothing really worth it. We're gaining speed, and we should be catapulted towards Mun at any moment. Okay, let's slow the engine down so that we can get a bit more control over this. Mun perhaps is of 66 kilometers. Oh, that's actually really cool. I wasn't even hoping to achieve that. Well, good on you, game. We still have a fuck ton of electricity though. Nothing really here. What about an EVA? We get some sort of 0.3 science. I'll take it, and we'll transmit the data. Let's transmit the data, get some 0.3 science, and then we can coast towards the Mun. There we go, 0.3 science added. Okay, this is interesting. We are at some 538 kilometers over Kerbin, and we can get 25 science out of this place. That is interesting, and I think we might have not taken this yet. We have taken high over Mun and low over Mun, and I don't think we have taken this one. So I think that I'm going to risk it and keep this data. We might regret that, or I might regret that, but we'll see later on. We're on our way to Mun, there it is, and when we get there I'm going to talk to you.